Hey everybody, my name is Megan Severson and I work with the organization Environment America. We work to protect our air, our water, and all of the special places and animals that we love. I live in Madison, Wisconsin, and today I'm really happy to talk with you and share with you why I love Earth Day so much, and also share with you some ideas for how you can celebrate Earth Day, even from your home and in your virtual classrooms. And then after this video, you can check out a list of environmental activities that we put together called Nifty 50. For me, Earth Day is really special because it's just a time when we can stop and think about all of the amazing and beautiful things about this planet. It's also a time when we can learn about pollution and ways to help protect the planet. So Earth Day is on April 22nd, and it's a really special day. Like I said, it's my favorite, or one of my favorite holidays. The first Earth Day was 50 years ago in 1970, and it's considered to be the birth of the environmental movement. So before 1970, the health of the environment was really not something that a lot of people thought much about. Not the way it is now. And big industries were putting chemicals and smoke into the air and water, which hurt the environment and the people living around that pollution. In 1962, a woman named Rachel Carson, an ecologist from Pennsylvania, published a really important book called Silent Spring, which really helped to raise public awareness of environmental concerns and how the things that we do as humans have an impact on the natural world all around us. And then in 1969, there was an oil spill in the ocean off of the coast of California. In response to that, people organized a national demonstration against pollution and damage to our environment. And that protest was held on April 22nd, 1970, the first Earth Day. And then over 20 million Americans, including a lot of youth and college students, they joined that demonstration in support of a healthier environment and a better treatment of our planet. And it worked because people continued to make their voices heard. We now have cleaner air and cleaner water and a healthier environment. We still have a lot of work to do, but we also have made a lot of progress. And there are a lot of ways that you can help to make a healthier planet, even from your home right now. So in honor of Earth Day's 50th birthday, we put together a list of 50 environmental activities you can do in your own home. One of my favorite activities is making a bag out of an old t-shirt. So one of the best ways that we can reduce pollution in our landfills and oceans, as well as cut down on our energy use, is by reusing items in our house, fixing things when they're broken, or finding new ways to use things, like an old t-shirt. So now I'll walk you through the steps to turn an old t-shirt into a reusable bag, and you can check out the video that we link to in our Nifty 50 list. First, you want to find an old t-shirt that you're not going to use anymore. Make sure to check with a parent that it's okay to use that shirt. Next, you want to get a pair of scissors and some tape. And then you're going to turn the shirt inside out and fold it down the middle. You want to cut a deep U to cut out the neck, and then cut off each of the sleeves. So doing this will make the handles for your bag. The next thing you want to do is lay the shirt flat on a table and take a long piece of tape and lay it about 3 inches across the bottom of the shirt. This will give you a good marking point to cut into. And then next you want to cut 1-inch strips up to the tape. So about 1 inch wide, cut through both sides of the shirt. It's okay to also ask for an adult to help with the cutting. And then once you've finished cutting the strips across your shirt, you'll have a bunch of fringe. So you take 2 strips of fringe and tie them together, and do that, the same thing, repeat that all the way across the shirt. Then you go back through and tie the opposite pieces together so there are no holes at the bottom of the bag. And then you want to finish tying with a double knot on each end of the fringe. Then turn the bag inside out and you're all done. So while you're making your bag from an old t-shirt, I think a few things you can think about are one, talk about where does our trash go when we throw it away? When you take your trash out to the curb, where does that go? The second is, what are the other things in your home that you can reuse or turn into new projects? Just like this t-shirt. And then third is thinking about how can we help to reduce trash in our homes, schools, and communities. So the more that we reuse things like old t-shirts, that we reduce the amount of waste that we're putting out into the landfills, the less polluted our planet will be. So I hope you like this project. You can check out Environment America's Nifty 50 page for more ideas. And make sure to share pictures of your project with your classmates. You can also share them with us by going to the link at the bottom of our Nifty 50 page. So thanks so much. Have a great Earth Day.